Welcome again to my YouTube channel. How are you all doing? I trust you're all doing good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your constant support on this channel, your comments, your likes, your subscription. The Lord bless and keep you all in the mighty name of Jesus. May you not know barrenness in the mighty name of Jesus, and may your children never taste from the bitter water of barrenness in the mighty name of Jesus. And if you are new on this channel, please click the subscribe button to support what the Lord is using us to do in Odide Fiola Fertility Foundation. And do not forget, you are here already, please press the like button, like and put down your comments. You know that I don't do controversy, and I really do not do trendy for the sake of trendy. I only come to talk on issues that are trending if it concerns what I represent. I represent fertility, I represent fruitfulness. That means that I represent women, I represent children, I represent things that concerns the family, especially when it has something to do with the fruits of the family, that is the children born into a family. And this is the reason why mother of million babies today want to say something concerning the issue of Mohbad and the great clamor for DNA for Mohbad's son. Wow. My reason for coming here is not to create any kind of controversy, but to bring healing. And I hope this video will do that. And going forward, the Mohbad issue has happened, and we are praying to God that this will be the end of such in the mighty name of Jesus. Some things we will talk about, so that if things that looks like this happen in the future, those of us that are coming out to say different things, and we feel like we are doing these things out of love, we will know how to love. Because in loving, sometimes we might actually be hating, and we don't know that what we are do is actually hating, and we think we are loving. Sometimes we say we want to give life, and we actually are taking life. And that is what I see the people, lovers, followers, fans of Mohbad, and enemies sometimes hiding among friends, all the people that have been clamoring for DNA for the son of Mohbad. You might think that you are doing that out of love, but you are actually dimming the light of Mohbad. I do not know him, and not because he is not popular or because he's not good. Is just because I have a lot on my own plate already, and where the Lord had called me, and a lot of digging for me to do, and a lot of running with the vision that I need to do. That doesn't leave me with a lot of time to get into certain things. So most of the time, unless people, maybe some of my this is happening, or they send me things, and I don't know many things when they start happening. Somebody that came in to do some things for me in the house, played some songs of Mohbad, and there is a particular song that is sent to me, and this song was the Mohbad story. This guy knew that they were going to kill him because a lot of threatening. He knew how powerful the people that are chasing him, that are after his life, he knew how powerful they are. And in his own quest to save his life, he had called on people he think might save him. He saw that no help is coming, and he knew that eventually these people are going to get him. They are going to cut short his life. And there was a song that he did, made it as if he had died already. He knew he was going to die, so he made this particular song. And this song has a lot to do with what I want to say here in this video. You are doing to Mohbad by calling for that DNA is you are killing him. Let me play just a bit of the song and what Mohbad asked his lovers, followers to do for him. What he asks that you do for him is not what you are doing for him by calling for this DNA. Let's listen to Mohbad himself. That is for someone that is already dead. This guy sang the song as if he was already dead. He knew that we are going to get him. So I'm going to fast forward the song. I don't want to break any copyright law. For you to listen to, he knew they were going to get him. He was going to die. This is what he asked you followers to do for him. They are missing you. That's it. Eba mi toju imole mi. Imole mi, that is his son. Ema jekaye fepa. And my wife, my only helper. See, Mohbad left. Mohbad, this was his last request. Eba mi toju imole mi, take care of my son and my wife, who was my only helper. That was his last request. Mohbad did not ask, did not request that to scatter his family. You would have, if, like they said now that, okay, the wife had agreed for DNA, and the result is that Imole is Mohbad's son. What if DNA results had said that that child is not Mohbad's child? What would you have achieved? Would you have, you would have, as they finished him, you would have finished the hope that he felt he left behind. If Mohbad left a child behind, Imole, he left a wife that he loved behind, and he said, this woman is my holy helper. He said, this child, please guide and protect my child for me. Do not let his life be cut short the way his own life was cut short. And please help to protect and take care of my wife too. That was the only helper that I know. Why did he now go? And you say out of love, and you are now, the woman was still grieving while you were asking, you know, coming up with different kind of propaganda and asking for DNA test. See, what if my thing here is, what if the DNA test had said negative? Then this Imole that Mohbad asked that you take care of for him would have, that would have been the end of him. It would then be known that Mohbad actually do not have a child. Let me tell you something. Things happen in this world. We thank God that the issue of Mohbad, the guy, God just helped him. You people would have finished him, would have exposed him if the results had come out negative. You would have finished him and you would say you are loving him. He did not have issue with his wife before he died. Why do we concern ourselves so much in things that do not concern us? Asking for that DNA, how does it concern the people that were asking for it? If Mohbad was having issue with his wife before he died, or had left a song to say that, my wife, what she did to me, I regret, then we would say, okay, we want to take you want to take that care of that part of his life for him too. You want to fight for him in that area. This guy died with leaving a son that he loved, and he intentionally, knowing that they might kill him, he made a song asking that people protect that child and protect that wife. What do you think you were doing, calling for DNA? Why can we not consign ourselves in issues that affect us? And let God help you in your own matters too. Things that do not concern you. Why do you consign your... Why do we, in this part of the world, consign ourselves too much in things that is not our business? Do you know how many children are in homes today and do not actually belong to that home? It might be for different reasons that do not concern you. Yes. Some people, because they've been trying to conceive for long and they were not able to conceive, they opted for adoption. And adoption can be an open adoption, it can be a closed adoption. Closed adoption means that only the adopted father and mother of the child know, and the authority never leave anything open. So the secret is only between the father and mother, because law would not permit any adoption authority to come open if it is a secret adoption. If it is a closed adoption, only the woman and the man know that this child is adopted. Even the adopted child might not know. What if that was the issue between? I'm saying what if. At least we thank God. We know now that now don't ask for DNA. And DNA, the woman don't accept na DNA. You didn't do well. All of you calling for DNA. May the Lord forgive you. Everybody, we all have our own for body. Why can you not mind your own business? What if that DNA had come out negative? Mohbad is dead today. What if it was a secret adoption between Mohbad and the woman he said he loved? What if that was their secret? He died now. You people, from your own busybody, where you will not leave matter that does not concern you. See, it is a glorious thing you are doing for Mohbad, and this justice, calling for justice. Look at, the rally for Mohbad. That is glorious. Why are you now taking it into his home, calling for DNA? How is that your business? Okay, if DNA had come out negative, do you want to inherit the estate of Mohbad? Is that why you are calling for DNA? Do you want to inherit his wife, inherit that child, inherit his estate? If the result are, why do we consign ourselves in the tiny thing that is in the eyes of our brother, and we refuse? We are unaware of the plank that is before our own eyes. Why do we leave our own issue to consign ourselves with things that do not consign us? Calling for justice is good. All of those rally is good. But that DNA that you called for, you carried it far. What if it had come out negative? You didn't do well in that aspect, and the Lord will forgive you. There are many children in homes that if you call for that DNA, many homes will scatter. And many father actually will be cursing people that are calling for that DNA. There are some homes that the man of the house know that he cannot father a child. You don't know their story. He cannot father a child. We know of cases, many situations in this our world, you too would have heard about it. of men that will put their wife to sleep, drug their wife, and invite another man to come and sleep with their wife so that the woman can be pregnant and at least they have a child to call their own. Things like that happen. There is this thing that they say so much in Yoruba, where me I come from. They will say, "Auntie Domopo, name Auntie Domopo, name Masi." You see, this Ondomopo name Masi. This is the story of Ondomopo name Masi. There was, I think, the Mercy Hospital. There is still in existence. It was the most popular and most prestigious hospital then, where, you know, people, I think, I don't want to call names because I want to be sure that I'm calling the right name, but Mercy is, it's like a general hospital, doing well and very popular, very prestigious. High and mighty people, they go there to have their babies. I think this was, you know, very popular. They say like in the 60s, 70s, and it has been said that many children, even from the 50s, around that era, and how did this come to play? You know, many births in the same hospital, and during things was not as civilized as it is today. Maybe in a ward, 10 women give birth to a child in a ward, and the same matron, midwife taking care, and nurses taking care of the children. In the process of taking care of these different children, some of them twins, and you will be surprised that some twins, they don't even share the same, you know, taking care of these children. There was mixture. Give the child of Mr. and Mrs. A to Mr. and Mrs. B. A lot of things like that, they said, happened during that era. That was how they called Ondomoponi Mercy. Mercy is actually an hospital. So the Domopo, the mixture is not out of, say, infidelity or something. It was an error that happened in the hospital while they were taking care of those children. So many today, even some of you that were calling for that DNA, that is the truth. Many calling for DNA. If they actually call for your own DNA, you will be surprised that the man that you know as your father is not actually your father. And many men will cause the generation of people that will call for the DNA of their children. They don't want you to call for it. They know what they did. Some of these things, the woman do not even know. The woman felt she got pregnant by her husband. Some of the things are secret between the man and the woman. What is your own? Have you checked yourself? Have you gone to do your own DNA? Your father and your mother would actually not want some of you people calling for that DNA to go for your own DNA, because you will scatter ground. You will scatter ground. Many some almost in home, the man know. What if that was the issue of Mohbad? That this Imole that he said, Heba me told you Imole ni. I want to play that again for you to listen.
I didn't wish to leave the world this week, but it's a wicked word. Want to see me, want to see speed. Imole.
Did you hear that? So what would you have achieved? If the child was not his own, you would have killed his Imole. You would have blown out his Imole. Only imagine, eba mi toju Imole mi. Eba je ki aye fe pa. Eba ti fe Imole pa. Ka je pe Ọlọ́run ò bá tó. Ọlọ́run ò ti sọ pe his own will not end. That he will still have a child to call his own. in this, even though he is gone, in this life of the living, you people that call for that DNA, you would have blown out his light. You would have finished him completely. They said they buried him alive. They cut short his life. And they said they buried him. They said they buried him alive. So you people that called yourself is fans, lovers, follower, you would have actually finished him, and you would think that you are doing him a favor, and you would think that you are helping him. See, the moral of this video is that mind your own business. Mind your own business. You don't do well by calling for justice. You don't do well with all of those rallies. That DNA that you called for Mohbad's son is not your business. You actually pass your boundary. And may the Lord forgive you all. Because some of you, actually, for real, and Domoponimasi is not the fault of your mother. It's not the fault of your father. It's an error that happened in the hospital. Omolubo Ashiri, cover my secret, is even some of you. Cover my secret. Olubo Ashiri Omo. The Lord will help us all in the mighty name of Jesus.